deep thoughts, shallow host. All right, welcome back, you magnificent maniacs. It's your Uncle Bob, and let me tell you, I just went through the notes for this book, and my brain currently feels like a bag of angry, wet squirrels. Okay, so get this. The book is called The Reactionary Deleuze, and the author, wow, he doesn't just knock on academia's door, he kicks it clean off the hinges, right? The preface basically says, hey, all you professors out there, you're a bunch of resentful nerds rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. What a way to start things off. Just wow. So, what in the world is this head case even talking about? Look, you and me, we're going to figure this out. I've got my notes right here, and I've got, a very, very low tolerance for fancy pants words. We're going to translate this thing into something that actually makes sense. So let's do it. Let's get into it.
All right, so right out of the gate, the author basically admits this whole book is totally one-sided. He's like, balanced takes are for chumps. I mean, you gotta respect the honesty, right? It's like a chef looking you dead in the eye and going, yeah, I sneezed in the soup, what of it? Builds character? This thing isn't a textbook, people. It's an intellectual middle finger with a foreword.
Okay, so here's the first big idea the book throws at us. Apparently, this philosopher guy, Deleuze, he was basically the original tech bro. Yeah, imagine Steve Jobs, but, with a lot more French cigarettes and a crushing sense of despair. Oh boy. You gotta get ready for this next bit of nonsense. Objectiles. It says here they are modulable, non-standard objects. What in the Sam Hill does that even mean? Is that what they're calling a fidget spinner these days? Are you trying to sell me a rock you found in your driveway and call it a pre-structured kinetic potentiality? Get out of here. Buzz off, you silly goose.
And that's the whole business plan. Seriously, it's like setting up a lemonade stand, right? But you don't have any lemons or sugar or water. You're just selling the feeling of refreshment, the vibe of a cold drink. It's like an NFT for a memory you haven't even made yet. Hey pal, that'll be $50 for the abstract concept of not being thirsty. Get out of here with that.
And believe me, it gets even better. Because this isn't just some wacky business school theory. Oh no. The book actually tries to spin this into a self-help guide. We're talking life advice from a fella who probably needed a GPS to find his own bathroom. So, you want to be a rebel. You want to start a revolution. Well, forget marching in the streets. According to this, here's what you do. You walk into your local cell phone store, you find the single worst, most predatory contract on the wall, and you sign it with a giant smile on your face. Why? So you can feel the icy honesty of the hidden fees hitting your bank account. So you're not getting scammed. You're engaging in a profound act of masochistic political protest. What a genius.
And where does this logic lead? To crypto, of course. Where else? It's the exact same idea. You're not losing your life savings to some made-up internet money. No, you're experiencing the cold, maternal severity of the blockchain. It's not a pyramid scheme, it's performance art, which, when you boil it all down, means, yeah, Bitcoin is basically just a digital version of being whipped while wearing a fur coat.
All right, let's switch gears to politics. Because, naturally, this whole thing has to get political. And apparently, it all comes down to who would win in a big old philosopher slap fight. So on one side, you've got this Deleuze guy, and on the other, this fella Sartre. The book basically sets it up like this. Sartre's out there on the streets, organizing workers, actually talking to people, trying to change things. And Deleuze, he's at home, writing these cranky philosophical essays about how the bourgeoisie is just, a total downer. He's not out protesting. He's doing what the book calls interior subtweeting, fighting the man from his comfiest armchair by just thinking really hard. So why was he just tweeting from his brain instead of doing something? Well, get this. According to the book, he couldn't help it. Because your political beliefs, they're 60% inherited. 60. All that time you spent in college trying to find yourself just to end up sounding exactly like your parents? And apparently, our boy Deleuze's mom had some, let's say, fascist-adjacent vibes. So, boom, case closed. It's all mom's fault. Okay, now check out this little life hack. Say something bad happens to you. You get a flat tire, your toast lands butter side down. It's not because life is unfair. Oh, no. It's because you are born to embody that specific wound. You are put on this earth to experience the soul-crushing agony of a parking ticket. So the answer is, just lean into it. Don't fight it. It's not a problem. It's your destiny. What a load off my mind. It's insane. This whole idea of just embracing the suck because you were born for it? Who thinks like this? You know who this sounds like? My neighbor Gary. Get a load of this head case. So a few weeks ago, I'm having a garage sale, right? Just trying to offload an old lamp, a box of tapes nobody wants, and my neighbor Gary is just there, kind of hovering. And I realize what he's doing. He's trying to do that thing the book talks about, becoming imperceptible. He's trying to ghost the entire world from my driveway.
His whole strategy is to become the most boring human being on planet Earth. I swear the guy wears the same beige polo shirt every single day. The only thing he will talk about, the only thing, is lawn aeration. I have personally seen him hide from his wife behind the recycling bins so she won't ask him to do a chore. At my garage sale, he tried to buy a single rusty bolt for me. A bolt, and he wanted to write me a personal check for it. A check for 7 cents. His entire life's ambition is to become so bland that people just stop seeing him. He wants to be mistaken for a lawn ornament. And that, right there, is this whole philosophy in a nutshell.
Okay, I think I finally got it. I've waded through all the notes, I've processed all the high-minded nonsense, and it's time for the grand finale. I'm going to put it all together for you. This is the big takeaway from this entire book. Are you ready for this?
All right, here it is. The secret is to accelerate your whiteness until you're a masochistic crypto-bro hiding from your fascist mom at a sovereign DMV that only accepts payment in the form of a bastard language that you just invented. That's it. That's the secret to everything.
Ha 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 ha.